introduction, I will just tell you about myself. My name is Badrish SAP and I'm 8 years old, just like Octet. My mommy is very proud of me because of my many achievements in the past years, just like Octet. I was awarded the Best Performance Award by Malaysia Video Award. And recently, I was also chosen to play the teacup for the Beauty and the Beast Broadway musical. Octet was also awarded with 7 awards by SAP last year, and recently the Gold Award. Together they have conquered mountains and frothy oceans, and we'll stay together for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health. Many of my favorite things are related to Octet. My hobby is taking photographs. I use my Nikon camera to capture pictures wherever I go. Maybe I should take a picture from here too. Say cheese! Love to draw. I bought my crayons from Beacon Enterprise. Does my drawing look nice? During my free time, I play with my animatronic robot that Mommy bought for me from Childhood Basics. Animatronic is the coolest because it can walk and shoot. During weekends, I follow Daddy out in his new car. His car goes vroom with Bridgestone tires. When I grow up, I want to help many companies to improve their business, just like Octet. Octet is a wholly owned company by NEC, and its best friend is NCT. Daddy says they are now joining together to help even more people around the world. Uncle Dad, can I go to the Octet Go booth and play games now? May I present Uncle Dad free fire doors, General Manager of Octet Asia Pacific Tanzania Ghana. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Badrish is in. I had a chat with him yesterday and I asked him, I said, Badrish, how is it that you're not nervous in front of people? And he says that he doesn't get nervous. And I asked him, is that really true? And he says, yes, but I figured it out. I think Badrish is not afraid of speaking in front of people because secretly, he visualized everybody in their diapers. And I think when he's really nervous, the diaper is pink in color. So with that note, and on that thought, I'd like to thank Eric McDonald, Scott Hunter, and Krish Ngata, Srivatsan. Thank you, SAP. Thank you, partners, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen. For my presentation today, basically I'd like to introduce Octet. And before I proceed, I would actually like to have that remote control, please. Okay, where is it in the body? Sorry, thank you. So the first part will basically, I would like to talk a little bit about OpTech, and the next will be our strategic collaboration with NEC and NCT. I mean, if you look at the end of 2006, I believe if I mention the word OpTech, many of you may not know us. In 2007, I believe some of you may know us at the beginning. At the end of 2007, probably more people would know about us. But for the benefit of everybody here, let me just start by introducing the company. Okay, OpTech was founded in 1996, and the late Mr. Kanazugi, who was the former president of NEC, is the founder of OpTech. And in 1998, we became a wholly owned subsidiary of NEC. Okay, and since that time, we have been providing solutions to MNCs, JOCs and non-JOCs and SMEs. And to date, our staff strength in Malaysia is about 130 and still growing, and in the region we are about 300. Let's talk a little bit about our expansion since the year 2000. 2000 was basically a pivotal point in our history because we started off the Malaysian office, which was the first office out of Singapore, and since then you can see we've got an operation in Penang. We've got 3 offices in Philippines. You look at our education center both in Singapore and Malaysia. We have grown quite significantly in the last couple of years. We also fairly recently, well actually somewhere around midpoint of our history here in Malaysia, where we started off the help desk and SAP support center. Our SAP support center was just recent in the sense that we've actually dedicated a whole operation just for that. And this kind of started sometime around maybe in the year 2000, 2001, 2002, when actually a customer actually called me and said that, Jeffrey, you've got to come and see me, I've got a problem because I've lost some of my objects. And so I said, well, okay. I mean, being the sales guy, that's the first person he called. And so I went there and said, okay, fine, I'll come and have a look and look at the objects and see what's wrong. But the thing is, the point of that story is that at that point in time, as we were growing, right, we realized we were getting a lot of customers, but we were not spending enough time in terms of supporting them. And so in the last couple of years, this has been a very, very serious activity of OpTech, of which you can actually get support via both our portal, email, call our consultants or our hotline. Alright? Just to give you an example in terms of our resource profile, Scott mentioned earlier just now, in the sense that in terms of getting value from your implementation, right? You need to do a few things, and one of the key things that we think is important is actually having people with industry expertise, right? In OpTech, we've got people from purchasing, people from planning, people who have been finance managers, right? So we've got the people from the industry, right? And on that note, they actually have experience both as end user as well as implementers consultants. Okay, we have multi-language cultural experience to just roll out, not just in Malaysia, but also across the region, and definitely we are very, very customer focused. So when you look at it in terms of a value proposition, what we are basically telling our customers is that not just Malaysia, but we can take you, if you want to move outside of Malaysia, right, to anywhere in the region or outside the region of Southeast Asia, we will be able to help you with our network and with our collaboration with our partners, right, to provide you the resource, and what we also do is to ensure that there is a consistent methodology that we employ, whether it's an implementation in Dubai or it's an implementation in the Philippines, anywhere, we follow a consistent methodology, right? And we provide you that same full range of support. Our solution strategy. In terms of OpTech, we provide you not only the core SAP solution. If you look at it, we were talking about R3, your Business One, all-in-one, and also moving forward, which is your Fast Start. But apart from that, we also have a +1 differentiator. If you look at it, we've got education services. We also have our own flex process production model, which is integrated to B1 to give you the process manufacturing capability. So we provide you not just that, but we also give you the differentiator. Simple enough, these are the industries that we focus on. If you look at it in terms of collaboration with SAP in the end of 2006, in just 1 year, beginning of 2007 until the end, we achieved top partner in 2007. Our revenue growth has increased significantly by 300%. And to date, let me tell you, all those companies that we sold last year have gone live this year, right, on time, on budget, with 0% failure rate. As such, what we offer you is a one-stop shop. We can assist you with everything from infrastructure to hardware, software, delivery, post-support, right? Not just with us, but also to our partners. And in the short period of time, these are just some of the success stories that we have gathered. And this is just some of our customers. Not all of them. Right, so again, to all of you in terms of OpTech, I think in 2006 you've not heard so much about us. But in 2006, what we achieved with SAP was, just 2 awards, People's Closure and Best People Development. In 2007, we actually started off pretty much as a rookie. We started off as a rookie, but by the end of 2007, we basically bagged 7 awards from SAP. Some of the, interesting ones is, of course, we talk about, sales operational excellence, but some of the important ones are things like top all-in-one partner, most new name, highest revenue contributor to SAP. And in 2008, we didn't stop. In 2008, let me tell you that OpTech Malaysia is the first gold partner in Malaysia. The second gold partner in Southeast Asia, but that first gold partner in Southeast Asia is OpTech Singapore. Right. Today I'd like to talk to you about our strategic collaboration with OpTech NEC and NCT. Through this collaboration, we would be able to provide you, right, experiences, individual insights, into how we can deploy SAP in your organization seamlessly. A very, very quick introduction to NEC. NEC is a Fortune 100 company and is ranked 13th in the world in terms of software and IT, as a software and IT service provider. It has basically revenue is about 44 billion in 2007. It's a very huge company. It's business focused. It's in IT solutions, networking, and electronic devices. And it does a lot of things, but just something more closer to home in terms of what NEC has provided. If you look at your e-passport in Singapore, if you talk about the point of sale in 7-Eleven, these are some of the solutions that NEC provides. NCT is a company that's established since 1999. It has a revenue of 11.64 billion, and it is actually a leader in international telecommunication services and IP network and IT solution services. This is a picture of NCT at MSC Center. If you look at their highlights, NCT is the first MSC status company. Right? They are the first MSC status company in Malaysia. Right? They do have a Malaysian government licensed network service provider license, and they provide, excellent full service hosting. If you go to their facility, it is basically a full service hosting facility. It is very, very impressive, right? And basically, they, in terms of taking you global, they just not provide you for interconnectivity locally, but also if you want to move outside of Malaysia. Okay, if you look at their awards, NTT is definitely there. They are the 2007 winner of Global Managed IT Service Platform in terms of NTT Communications, Best Managed Services, right? And if you look at 2004 and 2005, 2004 is significant because they are Best Global Carrier Best New Services for IPv6 and IPv4. So NTT is really, and this is pretty much how we basically bundle everything together and work seamlessly for you. In terms of NCT, we're looking at network platforms. We're talking about your data center infrastructure, your hardware. In terms of NEC, you're talking about hardware, software, and OpTech in terms of the delivery. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you.
Very big thank you, Jeffrey Maridos of OpTech Asia Pacific. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have some very